here we are. Right now it's a little difficult at the moment because right now I'm currently coloring in Spider Snark, so I just sent this off to my writer. As I'm sure most of you know, the guy I'm doing these collab comics with is Kyle Kreis. He was the former 6th Sense producer. He's no longer with 6th Sense anymore. He's with another radio show now. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but he's on Twitter right now. I mean, that's his Twitter right there. But yeah, so I'm currently coloring this in. Luckily, I am very familiar with Photoshop, especially the short commands and all that. I have worked on a Mac before because I have taken graphic design class. I mean, it's not that big of a difference on working with a Mac and a PC. The main difference is that the shortcuts are slightly different. And right now I'm working on a PC. And the only difference is that, for example, if you make a mistake, and if you want to undo it, like here's an example. Oops. So Control C is to get rid of it, where on a Mac it's Command Z. So instead of Control on a Mac, it's Command. But yeah, I'm even familiar with it because I worked on both a PC and a Mac. But one day I would love a Mac, except Macs are expensive as hell. One day I will get one. My brother has a Mac, that lucky bastard. I wanna steal it one day. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you there, Joe. I am in love with your Mac, though. But the thing with my brother, he needs a Mac. He has to have a Mac, especially because he does music. He does a lot of music stuff. He was a former musician, and with him, it's recommended that he has to have a Mac, especially because he writes a lot of music on there. So. So the former bassist, Juana Velasco, she's actually a really amazing bassist. She actually ripped into him saying, "You gotta have a Mac." But I love Macs. They're really amazing, just really fucking expensive. But the really good thing about Macs are they last a lot longer than PCs. PCs, they only last 2 to 3 years. I mean, they work nicely with Photoshop and all that. But if you want to have like all the Adobe programs on there, the recommendation would definitely be a Mac, especially the all-in-one. I worked on an all-in-one desktop Mac. They are sweet. But yeah, currently coloring in for Spider Snark for my writer Kyle Kreis. He's a really cool guy. It was funny because I've never met the dude in person, but I called in the 6th Sense one time. This is actually before he got transferred to a different radio show. It was funny because I didn't know what question to ask for Mr. Six and Miss Jen. So he's like, "Oh, what question what do you have to ask to talk to Nikki and Jen about?" I was like, so I was trying to think of something, and then next thing you know, coincidentally I was having a very small seizure at the time, so that was not a good moment. Next, the only thing that popped in my head was about the Leica figure. If you've seen on Mr. Six's page and the 6th Sense page on Instagram, there's a little Leica figure on Nikki Six's mic as 6th Sense. And I actually sent him that. It was surprisingly a birthday present for him. And I was like, okay, he probably won't get it because he gets probably 1,000,001 packages from fans every time. And next thing you know, I see this post from him. I was like, oh my god! did he really get it? It just came out to me as a shocker. I was like, oh my gosh, that's pretty dope. I mean, he's really sweet. I mean, that's one of the things I like about Mr. Zurx. He's very humble. He's very caring to his fans, and he's a really sweet person. And it's gonna be really cool, like meeting him the first time for the meet and greet. Excited, yet at the same time pretty nervous, especially because I have met musicians before in the past, and normally where you usually see crazy fangirls go crazy excited, I'm the opposite. I get extremely shy. One of the things I don't my communication is crap in person, but I have been working on that. Don't you worry. But yeah, it's almost done. This is what I have so far. Yep. Really working on it in Photoshop. Yep.